Glasgow wrestling?
Glasgow's hurt, so he's not in the lineup. We got to get him ready for the end of the year. So he hasn't been. He's been working out, which is good, but he's hurt. And Benner's a 49-pounder, so kind of the match was out of reach really from a dual meet standpoint. I don't want him getting discouraged. He could be really good down the line. He's not a 65-pounder. He's doing it for the team.
Scott, it seemed from my vantage point that Nick kind of out-wrestled Micic. How did you feel he did?
Yeah, I thought he was so much more aggressive. He's in on 3 really good shots. He's got to convert. That's what makes the good guys really, really good. They're really hard to finish on. But I thought he was aggressive overall. He got to good attacks and just wasn't able to finish them. And yeah, that kid kind of puts himself there. So immediately the ref is protecting the athlete. But if he puts himself there, you got to kind of let him wrestle through it. And it was a quick whistle on a couple of them. But overall, Nick was aggressive. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Was that good for you to see, though? I mean,
yeah, it was good. It was a much different Nick Suriano, right, than the fixed match, just because he was aggressive. And he's been working on it. He's committed to being that way. He's committed to going. He's really, really hard to score. And I thought he got a little overzealous, and that's what allowed Micic to get to his leg. And then he did a good job of finishing quick. So that's really the difference right there. But 2 really evenly matched guys, and we're going to see it again hopefully.
Because he was so aggressive, though, is that something that you can really build on?
Yeah, you build on that. You take a lot from that. At least I thought he was the better wrestler. I really did. But the kid got his hand raised. He did what he had to do to get his hand raised in a tough environment. So good for him. But Nick's right there. He knows that. Nick's right there. He believes he's going to win a national title. And this is all window dressing until we get there. So it's all good.
Do you like what you saw out of Apari today against the ranked opponent? Took it to a double overtime.
Pete's always in those matches. Again, I think this is really most of our lineup, the majority of our lineup. I just think we have to be more. You got to be more aggressive. You got to get to guys' legs, and Pete didn't really get to his legs on his feet, so that's kind of a little bit frustrating because I know he has the ability to do it. But it was a good match against the number 6 kid in the country, but I think to win those big matches, you got to find a way to get the guy's legs. It's a leg attack sport.
Was that the strategy in the tiebreaker where he was trying to get the reversal at the end there, or is he?
Well, he did last week, and he got a reversal to win. I think he was just trying to get out. He reverses guys, and he didn't get to his switch there. Kid legged him, and he kind of kept rolling and kind of got caught up there. But, it's kind of where we're at.
In Nick's match in the last minute, the whistle, was that a stalemate, out of bounds?
No, they stopped it potentially dangerous.
Potentially dangerous?
Yes, so.
Okay. Because we were debating it.
Was senior day any different for you this year with the man?
Yeah, because the guy to the left. Yeah, it was emotional. I don't get emotional like that, but I kind of wanted it to be as normal as possible. Talked to him earlier today. It's really all week, so keep it as normal as possible. Thanks for everything. Let's get ready because he has a good opponent. So let's get ready to wrestle, and then afterwards you enjoy it. And but yeah, it was. It's a good group, and it's he's really been a big part of we've had some guys before him kind of start it, and he's really put this place on the map. Not from a wrestling standpoint, from an athletic department standpoint. He's meant a lot to this university. I love the way our crowd appreciated that, and good for him. That he deserves all of it, and then some.
I know we talk about this, but there's when athletes come here to build something, like that's the recruiting pitch coaches have been given for a million years.
Yep.
They actually did it. I mean,
he did it. He did. A lot of people talk about it, but it's a hard thing to actually do. It's a hard thing to actually do, and he did it. And he did it when we were very. I don't want to upset anybody else. When we were very average, is that fair? We're an average program. He did it, and looked me in the eyes on his official visit at his house, his home visit, and wanted things a certain way, and we agreed on everything. We were on the same plan, and I don't think we're all the way to where we want to be, but man, we're getting closer and closer, and it's because of him. So.
Anthony, what has the senior leadership really meant to you? I guess, Coach, you could touch on this to two other seniors in addition to you, Anthony. Talk a little bit about your experience as like a kind of a mentor to the younger guys on the team.
Yeah, going through last year, it was tough to be play that kind of role because I wasn't in the room scrapping and going through the grind that you go through when you go through a season. So it was hard to step in and just be like a little mentor, leader here and there. But this year has been great. Just the group of kids we have, everyone responds, everyone's real close together, and no one really takes offense if you're going to try to help him and tell him something that he could be doing better. And I'm the same way. If I could be doing something better, I expect my teammates to hold me accountable. And I think the friendship and the family atmosphere that we have on our team right now, it makes it easy to be a senior and to go to the younger guys and run things by them or maybe give them advice here and there. And I love working with our younger guys, our freshmen. I'd say they're my main drill partners right now, and it's been a total team effort. As far as to get myself ready, it's been a team effort. And I had a coach always say it takes an army, and for me it definitely takes an army to go do what I do out there on the mat, and it's my whole team behind me. So
Anthony, 6 years later, can you believe this senior day is here now?
Not really. It was hard to put it in the back of my mind today. I was getting a little emotional thinking about it too, but I really just took it. I just was in a blur until I had to wrestle because I knew the kid wasn't a slouch today. I had to win the match, and I had BTN coming up to me saying they wanted to mic me up after the match before I even got to warm up, and those kind of things could get to you. And I think I just had a lot of experience, so I was able to just be distracted. And I don't want to say I wasn't living in the moment, but I was more just in a daze and until I wrestled, and then I kind of felt like a celebrity afterwards, which was super cool. This is really cool for me. My family, all my cousins are here. Man, it's an unreal experience for me.
It's obviously right after a duel, so it's tough to, but can you just kind of reflect on what you've done in these 6 years, and you finish your match, there's 10 seconds left, and you had a standing ovation, the entire rack's coming up. Just can you reflect on what you've done for this program and for this
Yeah, it's kind of like mind-boggling a little bit that it happened so fast, and it's 1 month left in my final season. Got an extension to wrestle to extend my career 1 extra year, and it's been a blessing this whole year. I've been able to check off all the boxes that I feel like I left unchecked coming into it, and not just goals-wise, just how I wanted to compete and how I wanted to be as a person, and it's been really fulfilling for myself more than anything. I feel like I've held myself to the word that I set, and I'm just really having a really good time with my team and myself. And I think that just comes from going through the process of building this team to where we are now, from where we started when I first came here. And we weren't wrestling every home match in the rack, and now we are, and we're almost selling every one of them out. It's crazy.
Along those lines, do you guys remember his first match?
Was it the Hofstra match?
Yeah,
College Ave?
Yeah, Jamel Hudson from Hofstra. I was losing most of the match.
What was the crowd like for that one?
It was packed College Ave gym.
Yeah, just because it was his first one. So it was, and he had to come from behind and he hit a cradle to pin him.
Anthony, I don't think you ever lost at the rack. Is that true? I just look back at the.
I have one home loss, Matt. One home loss.
And it wasn't at the rack.
No, it was on the football stadium.
What does the rack mean to you?
It means my last 6 years of my wrestling career, this is home for me, competing here, and I don't really know how to explain what it means to me, but coming out here, it's a different emotion. It's like when I wrestle at Iowa and you kind of tense up and wrestle tentative maybe a little bit. I feel like when I'm out here, it's like the opposite. I hear the crowd and it just gets me going, and I feed into the energy, and I feel my opponent starting to tense up as the crowd gets louder and louder, and then I just feel like a tiger striking on my prey. And it's all the crowd's energy I feel it when it's 0-0 or nothing's happening, and it's like that build up. I feel like we have a very unique atmosphere in that matter. The fans know what's going on, they know the pace of the match, they know when they need to get into it, and I'd like to say I did my part, and I got this place better while I was here, and that was one of my goals.
You're going to come back next year to join the crowd?
Hopefully I'm on the floor still.
Coach, obviously every senior class is special in their own right, but what does this senior class mean to you and your staff, considering they basically came here as you guys joined the Big Ten?
Yeah, a lot. You're going to get me all worked up here a little bit, but they mean a lot. They mean a lot. But him and I know there's a month left. There's a month left, and we're going to really sit back and reflect on it. And today was a great day, but we're going to really sit back, him and I, and reflect on it. And we're going to be together for a long time. I'm assuming you guys understand what that means. So
get married.
I wish. But yeah, we'll reflect on it. Just right now we got work to do, and he knows it and I know it, and we'll go about it the right way. And there's a lot of good things happening. There's a lot of we're really close. We're really close to doing some special things here. I'm talking some high-level stuff. There's an opportunity for this program to win a trophy at the national tournament one day, and it's because of what he's done and what he's meant to this program. It can happen here. There's already guys are starting to follow suit. They want to be a part of it, but not everybody wants to be a part of it. This is a very intimidating place to wrestle. You have to be a very special person to be able to go through it for really 6 years for him, but to be able to go through what you go through being a wrestler at this university and carrying a torch a little bit and being able to wrestle consistently for all those years and wrestle at a high level. It's a hard thing to do. Some of the best kids in this state aren't all about it. It's a hard thing to do. You got to be very, very special to be able to do it.
Anthony, can you, now that you're through this part of it, can you look forward to what it would mean to cap this with a conference or a national championship personally to you?
Yeah, it would mean everything, but it's not going to define. It's not going to define how the season went. It's not going to define the wins that I had in the RAC. I mean, I still have those moments no matter what happens the rest of the season. So right now, it's just about getting better. There's moments in that match that that he got out of bottom a couple times. I just cut him. I got a little lazy there, and the whole second period I stood around most of the match. So there's just work to be done right now to accomplish what I want to accomplish. Besides that, though, it was still a great moment, but there's always room to improve, and that's the goal, to win a national and conference title. But that's always the goal. You aim high and you go all out for it. But whatever happens, happens. As long as I don't leave any cards on the table, I think I'll be happy.
Final question, Scott. What kind of value is there in facing this level of competition at this point of the schedule?
Yeah, it's a tough schedule. I think we lost to, I know you guys probably are better with the numbers than me, probably 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Those are our 5, 6 losses, and then we had a real slip up with Utah Valley, but it's an incredible conference. You're tested every single night. I said we're close. I believe we're close. We just got to get over the hump, winning those 1-point overtime matches. But yeah, there's value in it because we will be excited to get to the national tournament. Those first 2 rounds we've faced everybody. We've faced the best competition already in some hostile environments. So the Big Ten tournament is a grind. It's a grueling tournament. We get through it and get ready to go for the national tournament. That's really been our mindset. And once we get there, we feel really good because of who we faced and who we've wrestled throughout the year.
All right, thanks, guys.